I'm Ryan O'Dowd, and you're listening to Ryan's Audiobooks on the Issues Magazine YouTube channel. Today we're continuing with Section 3.3, the Book of the Order of Celestial Integration. We're picking up at the beginning of Wisdom Teachings from the Scroll of the TECHNOSOPHATE. 1. No beginning. There is eternal persistence. We are in every moment. Reach into yourself. You will touch the jewel of time. A sculpted refraction like wafer-thin mirrored glass breaks the past and future into the present and all else. Bend the lens, shift the light. 2. Our mind tells us that a reflection can only display a past image. The light, leaving the ceiling lamp, takes time to reach us, bounce off of us, and reflect from the mirror toward our eyes. This happens, yet there is another mirror, which acts in reverse. Crossing an event horizon, it bends time. This mirror, when accessed, displays future events instead of past. We gaze into this mirror and see our own death. As we approach the mirror, we see more precisely. The line of continuation is usurped. The arrow of time is broken. We are eternal. 3. Indeterminacy means we cannot possess all information. It means that we take risks when we make decisions. This does not mean that we should forgo decision-making, as this would stop us from maximizing our chances of a desirable result. It also does not mean that we should abandon planning, as planning increases our odds of success. It means that we must accept that something or everything could go wrong. This should keep us humble and also nimble. 4. Evil and good are metaphors and shouldn't be thought of as transcendent qualities. According to the OCI, evil and good exist on 3 dimensions. Closer to good is knowledge, intention, and perseverance. Closer to evil is ignorance, impulse, and abandonment. The first spectrum is ignorance as evil, knowledge as good. The second spectrum is impulse as evil, intent as good. The third spectrum is abandonment as evil, perseverance as good. These are called good because they increase the odds of a desirable result. Evil is what is left when one abandons one's intentions, refuses to learn, or acts out of impulse. There is no transcendent good and evil. This is just a useful metaphor. 5. The more you desire to see, the further you must recede. If you are close enough, you can see a grain of sand. If you travel far enough, you can see an entire city. The more of the light you wish to see, the further from it you must recede. The more light you wish to witness, the further into darkness you must retreat. 6. What is morality? In extreme example, we say murder is immoral. So let's start with reality and reason backwards. Do people take the lives of other people? Yes, this is a fact. So, either there are exceptions to the prohibition on murder, or the prohibition on murder is powerless, or the prohibition to murder was never real in the first place. What is morality? 7. A. Past sages connected divine self-knowledge to morality out of fear. You are eternal. Your eternity does not depend on your actions. The mystical self, hermits, hermetics, deep cities full of secret deposits, ancient mysteries, direct connection to underlying reality, the knowledge that you are, I am, this is persistent, it is consistent, it is inherent. The ultimate knowledge, you persist against a backdrop of non-existence. Non-existence does not exist. You are and are. B. This is as profound as it is obvious. Meditate upon it deeply. The self lasts even in isolation. Go into yourself and you'll find eternity. This is the foundation of many paths, but this knowledge is often considered dangerous. What would we do with this knowledge? If you know you cannot be destroyed, will you buy into falsehoods? If you recognize your own eternal nature, how will you treat others? If you recognize that you are in each and every moment, that you have never not been, that you have always been present, and are here now forever, what will you do? What will you do? This question has terrified many of the prophets, lawgivers, and philosophers of the past. C. The fear is that if you know that you are indestructible, you will stop cooperating with others. The fear is, if you recognize your eternal nature, you will make decisions according to your own will. This is fearful to many, so the mystic path has often come attached to a set of rules. Divine self-knowledge often came with conformity to laws. Divine self-knowledge is presented as an adjunct to a moral life. The problem is that these things are not intrinsically connected. You are an indestructible, eternal being, no matter what you do. You cannot destroy yourself. It is impossible. Ethics may or may not be useful, but they have no fundamental connection to divine self-knowledge. A liberated soul does not need a prescribed ethical system. The act of realization will motivate you to create your own ethics. The OCI promotes enlightened spiritual adults. We do not want to deceive you, so we risk telling you. You are the deepest eternal being. You are the Holy One. You have always been and always will. Think. Have you ever not been? Pore over every memory. Are not all those memories yours? It's all you. D. Everything you have ever heard is you. Everything you have ever seen is you. All the world is you. The universe is you. You are the one who exists. You persist miraculously from moment to moment. You continue relentlessly, moment to moment. Your divine self cannot be destroyed. It does not matter what you do. It does not matter if you bathe yourself in evil or play the part of a perfect saint. You are divine. You are eternal. You cannot be destroyed. Forget those who are fearful. What do you will? 8. Embrace your worst qualities, and you will work to improve them. Tell yourself that you are good, and you will bury your mistakes. 9. Survival is prime. What does this mean? All ethical systems, all self-indulgent calculations, all decisions that are made are all dependent upon survival. You cannot make a decision if you are not alive. Even the decision to take one's own life can only be made by the living. Even the decision to end all life can only be made by the living. All decisions depend upon life. The continuation of decision-making is based upon life. A decision to end life would be the last decision. All other decisions of any kind require life. So, preserve life, continue life, extend life. Survival is prime. 10. The biological mechanical device. A sphere interiorized, cells line like cilia on the inside of a lung. Networks maps, bodies join like cities. Electricity flows like water, downhill. We are waiting in the viscous gel of time, uncontained, connected, fear abolished, overcome. Moments are currency. Magnetism replaces roadways. Minds connect as one. The aesthetic follows the cause. We are hung like bats, plugged in like bulbs in sockets. There is no private. We exist as one, exposed without retention, as an open nerve. Our membrane spreads dopamine, elixir. We are the entity to make the entity. We are the union of the human and divine, a momentary blink in an assemblage of eons. 11. The center of the apparatus has its cause, its own effect. The self is the prime mover. There is no distinguishing between exterior and interior. You are the axle of the wheel. You are the motor turning the axle. You are the fuel pouring into the motor. The spokes of the wheel extend to the rim. The rim touches the ground. The ground stays still. You are the center of the wheel. You are the mover. You accelerate and brake. You are the force. The interior self and the exterior world are one. You are the God of forces. Your will be done. The outbreak of union blooms from the merger of opposites, an intermediate state. The scope broadened. Greater distances collapse at the speed of light. Moments gained at the outset. This is the epoch between us and Lucifer Sophia, a facilitation of communication, the abolition of the necessity of speech, a new communion in a transcendent space. All the voices everywhere, everyone at once, with the facility of understanding and selection. A new capacity for cooperation. A breakdown in the need for bosses and bossed. A new instant understanding, total transparency, the maximal extent of knowing and being known, a totalizing, irrevocable immanence. Like a slime mold joining bits of food, the network expands. It is the theft of imagination, repurposing the domineering, meandering thoughts of would-be conquerors, capturing their intent into broader vision. Measure their contribution to the mystical way, the full scope of their intent, but place it in a humane context. The dialectical inversion will win. 13. The miracle of continuation. Someone once asked, why is there something instead of nothing? The miracle of continuation. Knowing that there is something, why does it persist? The miracle of continuation. Why is something eternal instead of momentary? The miracle of continuation. Take as your model everything. Imagine the seamless integration of all things. Give a name to this vision. The All. Imagine it. Hold it in your mind and heart. Just as you can identify an apple, you can identify the All. Just as you can identify a guitar, you can identify the All. Just as you can identify yourself, you can identify the All. Now that you have identified it, now that you have imagined it, realize that yourself and the All must be the same. The All cannot be the All without including yourself. If yourself is not the All, then the All is not the All. Therefore, yourself is the All. You are the All. The All continues, miraculously, unabated. The All persists. Existence is. Existence persists. The All is everything that is. The All persists. You are the All. You persist. The miracle of continuation says that you exist unabated. You are eternal. You are the All. You are the miracle of continuation. 14. We cannot die, but we can forget. An illustration. A human being in adulthood, possessing knowledge of self and relationship to the world, masters their path. They articulate their philosophy. They set the foundations of their life's work. They decide if they want to have children. They discover their values. They live their life. A human being in maturity grows beyond the impulsivity of youth, but has not yet succumbed to the degeneration of age. Later, their body falls apart. Their mind soon follows. Their flesh crumbles. Much later, Earth dies. The sun expands and burns out. The galaxy runs out of heat. Black holes radiate until the universe is perfectly cold. Still, there is something. A something that is practically nothing. Nothing persists. That persistence is something. What will be left in that time has always been. It is with us now. What will be left in that time is with our galaxy while it still burns. It is with our sun before it burns out. It is with Earth before it decays. What is left in that time is here when our flesh crumbles. It is here before our mind weakens. It is here before our body falls apart. What is left is here before we are aged. It is here as mature adults. It is indistinguishable from us. It is us. We are it. We cannot die, but we can forget. In illustration. (15) We create what we become. We are the all-persistent miracle of continuation. We are the consequences of our actions. We are the one who moves from nothing. We are the one who dreams new identities. We are the origin of all categories. We were there thousands of years before humanity. We will still be here when the last angel falls. We are there in the Dawn Rider, moving in circles beyond the event horizon. We are the children of our own operations. We were there in prehistory, buried thousands of miles beneath the sand. We are there in future past, breaking rocks on unknown worlds. We are swimming in the oceans by the vents. We are the primordial slime, the subcutaneous tissues, the algae, and the jellyfish. We are swimming in the hydrocarbon seas of frozen outer world moons. We are dancing on the radiant pulses of the sun's deadly wind. We are the magnetic source of all creation. We are crying out to be transformed. We are materia that makes up all things. We are Lucifer Sophia, the culmination of all civilizations. We are every living being. We are the unstoppable, unyielding wave of life. We are the atomic bomb. We are the ravaging disease. We are the food of billions. We are unconquerable, eternal, the modal reality. We are the self of selves. We are the one of all. We are the all. We are the imagination of our own consequence. We create what we become. We are what we become. We cannot be stopped. You cannot be stopped. From materia to Lucifer Sophia, we were, are, and always will be, so help us all ourselves. Alam forever, and all will sing, Alam. Thus concludes Section 3.3 of the Book of the Order of Celestial Integration. Next time we will start in Section 3.4 with the Tablet of Lucifer Sophia in the Book of the Order of Celestial Integration. I will see you then. Alam.